What up guys, it's your boy Snow and we're back again for another Roblox Piggy video, and yep, Chapter 11 was really fun. I mean, we all have witnessed how the story of Piggy from Chapter 1 to Chapter 11 build up, and I'm pretty sure that just like me, we're all excited to know what's gonna happen on Chapter 12, which is quote and unquote the ending of the Piggy story. However, on this video, I'm gonna give you guys some reasons why Chapter 12 is not the end yet for our beloved Piggy game. But before anything else, we're the solid Piggy fans. Drop me some hashtag not the end down the comment section below and show me your coldness by freezing that thumbs up button. And if you're not part of the Snow Squad yet, well, you're missing a lot. Smash that subscribe button now. Anyway guys, going back to what we have here on the table, the very first reason that we have is there are still a lot of questions yet to be answered. Yes, I know that maybe the cutscenes on the upcoming Chapter 12 will answer everything. I mean, it can be as long as how Minitoon wanted it, right? But if it is, then the cutscene would be very long. Some of the questions that we have not any answers yet is, first, who is TSP? Well, probably this will be answered on the next update, but yeah, there are so many speculations about the TSP, whether it is a group or a single character, and we also still don't really know whether they are good or bad. Along the story, we have seen how Mr. P's character build up, and it seems that Mr. P is not really a bad guy after the Chapter 11, and in fact, he was really the one who was trying to cure the infection, but unfortunately, it failed and it became worse. And that leads to another big question, which is, if Mr. P wasn't really the bad guy, and in fact he was just trying to find the cure of some illness, then why is there an infection? Why is there an illness in the first place? How, when, and why did it start? There are also a lot of holes on the story of some other notable characters, such as what really happened to Bunny. There's an Easter egg on the outpost map that it seems that Bunny's ghost is there, and of course, if she's already a ghost, then she must have really died back to the station when we left her to chase Mr. P. Another thing that bugs me is, where is Mrs. P? Mr. P's dedication on the research for the cure was all about his wife. On some of the notes that we can find in game, one of it says she broke out but she's somewhere. We need to find her and gather supporters. This note can be referring to Bunny, but there's another note that says I looked for her in the forest but she's gone. Just as Bunny is. Y'all can tell me that probably he meant gone as she died, but still there wasn't enough evidence to make this really clear. There's another question that I personally wanted to know. Are we also infected? On the Chapter 5 ending cutscene, after we met Mr. P, we said that we're not feeling good, and the scene was cut to you lying in the bed with Bunny telling you not to worry. Why did we feel sick all of a sudden? Is the infection kicking in? There's also a note in the hospital saying subject has been hallucinating Officer Doggy. Doggy's been missing for weeks. And we all know that Doggy was with us in the forest, who also drank the potion for some reason, and from that Doggy has been missing, it seems. These things makes me think that maybe, just maybe, we have also been infected, and who knows, maybe they also have given us the potion while they are trying to cure us at that hospital. Remember guys, they actually refer us as the subject. Speaking of potions, that leads us to the final question. One of the notes that we can find on Chapter 11 says, I don't understand. I've only made 7 potions. Why is everyone turning just like them? Mr. P. Alright, so if Mr. P only have made 7 potions, who received them? Where did it go? Of course, Bunny and Doggy were 2 of them. The third might be Mrs. P, because of course she must be the very first person to receive it in the first place. So what about the 4 others? We all have seen how Doggy went from being a good guy to an infected one after he drank the potion, right? Same as what Bunny also admitted before we left her down the subway. All of these questions will be impossible to answer in one chapter only, unless there will be a long backstory cutscene on Chapter 12. In fact, these are not the only questions that the players have for sure, and I have just handpicked these questions because these are kind of like a big chunk of the story that needs to be filled up. Another reason, guys, is the current game's popularity. Piggy game has a stable 100 to 200k online players playing the game, and that is really insane. there is no way that you will entirely end your game on its peak. Not mentioning the fact that because of the game's success, Minitoon should now have more resources than ever to put up more contents for the game. Going back to my very first reason, which was there are still so many questions unanswered, it is possible for us to receive a story arc. Who knows, maybe after chapter 12 we will be playing as George, you know, just like a backstory of George for us to understand what really happened way back on their house. We all know how simple and humble Minitoon is, and as I've said guys, ending your game at its peak is not the best decision, but we also cannot deny the fact that Minitoon is also just like us. Of course, he's also having some stress, he's also getting tired, because every update now has a lot of expectation, in fact a very high expectation because of the hype, and of course because the game is in the spotlight. Several million subs YouTubers are making contents about the game and also streaming it, hence every update is a challenge for the developer himself, Minitoon. Only Minitoon can tell if he's already happy about the achievement of his game, but still, as I've said, in a normal world, a game would not end at its peak. Because of the game's current popularity and hype, obviously the game already have earned a lot. With that being said, Minitoon would no longer need to put everything on his back every update, which means every update should be easier and less stress for him, because obviously Minitoon can just hire some people to work with him and probably to do some things like scripting and also modeling and stuff like that, so that he can at least lessen the burden on his back. I'm not gonna lie guys, but in terms of update, Piggy has one of the best, because it is not only updating the game whenever there's an update just to add skins and stuff that you can buy, but rather it's real content unlike many other games here on Roblox. That's also the reason why I really think that Minitoon and his staff really deserves what they have right now. Anyway, what about you guys? Do you think that chapter 12 will really be the ending? That would be sad. Drop your thoughts down in the comment section below, and if you find this video interesting, please do leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again on the next one. Stay cold. Peace out.